yan ang gusto ko marinig sa mga viewers. Yes, hindi lang sa camera.
May ano,
Straight pala si Pao kanya.
guys, alam mo, straight si Pao kanya.
Straight?
Hinilig mong chicks, no? Babakla-baklaan lang para makalaki sa
Alright, good evening everybody. Good evening ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the press conference for the Miss World organization. First of all, we'd like to thank you so much for joining us here at Double Dragon Plaza. We'd like to thank Mr. Brian Ong of Double Dragon Plaza and Hotel 101 for gracing us tonight. Thank you so much, sir. And of course, to all our friends from the pageant and mainstream media, so good to see all of you once again amidst the Monday traffic as we inch closer towards the culmination of this year's edition of Miss World Philippines. My name is Rihanna Pangilian, Miss World Philippines 29. Alright, as you all know, it's one day before Miss World Philippines 2026 Coronation Night, which will be held at SM Mall of Asia Arena tomorrow. So we hope to see you guys there. Will we see you guys there tomorrow?
Yeah!
I love the resounding yes. Okay, so tonight we are very fortunate to have with us our distinguished luminaries from the Miss World organization. And they will be sharing their insights on a lot of relevant issues as well as their own personal insights about being back here in the country. And of course, making it a first for our Miss World. So without further ado, let us all give a warm welcome. And it's my pleasure and an honor to introduce the chairwoman and CEO of Miss World organization, Ms. Julia Morley, CBE. Looking radiant as always. Thank you so much for coming back here in the Philippines. And of course, another fortunate moment for all of us, none other than the reigning Miss World 2025 from Thailand, the stunning Miss Opal Suchata. Thank you so much. Sawadee. You look so beautiful. Thank you so much. And I'm sure everyone's excited to hear how much our guests are delighted to be here. I'd like to proceed with that. Ms. Opal, would you like to share a few words to all our audience tonight? Well, hi Philippines! Thank you so much for coming today, first of all, to the press conference, which is very exciting because tomorrow we have a big day coming for all of us and you too, Krishna. And thank you for the warm welcome again. This is my second time visiting the Philippines. Last time I came here, I spent most of my time in Manila, but this trip, fortunately, I get to explore more of Manila and getting to know and meeting more people here. Arrived not even 24 hours ago, but it's already been so much fun, so special, and it's different because I was in Philippines for the first time on my first 6 months of my reign, and now it's 2026, and Philippines is the first country that I am visiting, and the feeling of meeting you guys is always the best because I always receive the one that feels coming home in a way, meeting people I've already met, but also exploring new things with them. So I'm so glad to be here. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much, Ms. Opal. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Yeah.
I appreciate it tonight. We'd also like to acknowledge Ms. Dineshwari Aliana, founder of the Barsh Foundation, who advocates for slum area employment, health, and education for adult girls. Let's all give her a big round of applause. Thank you so much for joining us tonight as well. All right, we'll now open the floor. Ms. Julia Morley, would you like to give us a word?
Well, it's just beautiful. I'm happy to be in the Philippines, and I'm really happy to see you guys because I love you and I hate you at the same time. Because you always got a smile, and I love the work you do, and I love to punch up on all the things we managed to do when we try and work with children's schools, and you've always been welcoming to us and you're kind. And we look for a really, really good event. We hope that you'll lift the spirit of tourism. And that's what we need wherever we are in the world. More badly need tourism. So we're here. We hope that with all the love you show us, be good and help people to come and enjoy after a quiet time like we had. So thank you for being here. We look for your support and we hope that we'll be back soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Julie Morley. Thank you so much for coming back here, and we do hope you guys experience more of the Philippines. And I hope our audience as well will advocate more for that. With that, we'd like to also hear a few words from Ms. Yes, sorry. There we go.
Hello, all, namaskaram. Hi, this is Dilishwari Adyana from India, from Hyderabad city. So thanks for nice gestures from you. Philippines is like India. I felt that actually, you are so accommodative, and Philippine people are like so amazing. I was stuck in airport, but people are so overwhelming there. And I definitely wanted to visit Philippines a lot, and definitely I'll come for next time, and then I'll visit completely Philippines. And Krishna also there, she's so beautiful today, and Opal also, and Mrs. Morley, all are like so good and overwhelming, and your anchor, and she is also very good. I would like to come again. Philippines, thank you so much. You are so good, so nice. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dilwari. Thank you so much. All right, now we'd like to open the floor for questions and answers. So if you guys have any questions, kindly state your name, affiliation, and proceed with your question. Okay, you may use my mic.
Hello, good evening. Welcome back to this morning and Opal. Okay, my question is, aside for gazing tomorrow's Miss World Philippines Coronation night, maybe you know your other item on your dishes here in the Philippines. Opal.
Thank you so much for the welcome. As Mrs. Morley mentioned earlier, this afternoon we had a chance to visit Father Rocky Foundation. I've heard so much about this foundation in the Philippines. I've heard that it makes so much difference to the lives of the children and how special, magical it is. But I never really can imagine how it was like until I witnessed today, and it was such a great experience. And then we came to this press conference, and then tomorrow, is it confidential? Is it? Is it? Yes. We are visiting the slums area of Tondo, Manila, but in the morning. Okay. Okay, the first question is already hard. But yes, we're visiting the slums of Tondo, Manila, and the Coronation night. That's so far that we have on the plan, but hopefully if there's anything else that we could do with the people here, we would love to squeeze it in.
Okay, this follow-up question. Aside from all the things we've been doing so far, what else in store for you as this work for 2025?
That I would love to visit in the Philippines or around the world. There's so many more places that I haven't been. I would love to visit some more countries in the Africa because we had the chance to visit Tanzania. And I see that even I would love to go back because when we went there, I saw that there are so many more things we could assist the people there, especially the children. And we've talked to a lot of people there where us to visit other area around there as well. And I'd also love to visit Turkey, I just spoke Thai, because it's an area between the East and the West, and I think it's special. And last time we went to Lebanon, it was also very beautiful. And some more countries in love to visit because we are a big, pageant community. We always talk to each other online, but we never really get the chance to meet. Like Thailand and the Philippines, we have always, meet together online. So I would love to go to their countries and visit them in real life. Thank you.
Thank you, and see you at the Coronation tomorrow.
Hi, good evening. My name is Peter from Critical Belief Philippines. Opal, it's your second time in the country. The first one you had visited Sultan Kudarat. You had co-hosted with Cashion the Grey. So how was your experience working with Cashion the Grey? And how was your experience in Sultan Kudarat?
It was a very exciting, but also at this time, very nervous experience for me. I was looking forward to visit Sultan Kudarat because I've also heard a lot about Sultan Kudarat. And it was also very magical because I could really feel that the tradition that they had at the same time that I visit is about celebrating unity of people, and I can feel that it's not just a culture or it's not just something that people talk about the past, but it's something that people are still celebrating, and I can really feel the unity of people in Sultan Kudarat in welcoming me in the Miss World organization. And I was very excited and nervous to co-host with Katrina as DJ because it's my first time going outside of Thailand, and I know that they're both very, very good speakers, especially Katrina. She's been hosting for so many times, and it's such a great experience because they were so kind to me and they always asked me, how are you doing, how are you holding up, and if I needed any help, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Opal. I'm Norman from norman.com. My question is, with you now wearing the Miss World crown, is it everything that we have hoped for so far?
In my life, it is everything I've hoped for, I looked forward to, and more than, I would say more than what I expected my hard work to pay off, because I've been in pageant field for quite a few years. I've been through a lot of hardships. I put in a lot of hard work, but what I've received as Miss World is so much more than what I thought that hard work pays, because more than my title and more than my chance to visit many countries around the world, I've received so much love from everyone, everywhere that I go, and that is beyond what I expected, because I know that every country around the world, we have our own cultures, we have our own beliefs, we have our own tradition. But every time I visit, they always make me feel like I'm one of them. And that's one thing I find very precious, and I didn't expect that I would receive in every single place that I visit.
Thank you, Opal. My second question is for Ms. Julia Morley. I'll put you on the spot, Mom. With the reigning Miss World being a Southeast Asian, what are the chances of another Southeast Asian winning the next Miss World crown, or a back-to-back for South Asia?
You're asking me to be a betting lady? We're not allowed to bet. I tell you this, I know this is no offense to anybody. It's not just being this world. It's about friendship. It was just as excited to have, how could you possibly not feel that this is a whole collection of valuable women who are doing a valuable job. And the valuable job is communication, which I think is so important for all of us to be able to communicate freely. And also the fact that many young people we saw today, it's unfortunate that haven't had a chance or haven't had opportunities. It allows us all to share something together, which gives someone hope. Sometimes we will get down and depressed for many reasons. Life can be Father Rocky is there, all the loving help that they give to each other. It gives you a feeling of being motivated and seeing that, well, you know, everybody has a downside, but it's time to look up. It's time to go forward, and it's time not to let people get you down and say, what are we doing wrong? And if we can, let's put it right. We cannot stop people. We can all share love. We can all share hope. Because hope is the greatest power. Remember that. Hope is something you need to hang on to and build up. Our children today are a joy to see. When you see them all going into the future, Father Rocky does amazing stuff. You should go and see them. They work for lawyers, students, doctors. They want to be journalists. And if you see that, they are getting there, they're managing. So when we look around and we see things aren't quite so good right now, are they? But they will be getting better. And the whole point is, it will never get better until you start reading better things. If everyone looks down all the time, we'll stay down. If you look up and say, we're going to be fine, we're going to get there, it's a different atmosphere, and the room becomes more alive, and everyone becomes more active in making things better. So I know today, Philippines is a little bit down. What's happened to you? We saw you walk bubbly and suddenly you're down. Well, it's time now. We get together and we look up. Do the best we can for our kids here. I'm so proud of you as journalists and as fathers and brothers. And I'm hoping that we will be back soon to visit you. Maybe, who knows, in this next problem, maybe we got very close. If they do come and see us, talk to us, and we'd love to answer you. We've got a World Wide Web. Try and say that when we've had a few weeks. World Wide Web is where you can really get us. Please do so. As journalists, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to answer you. So you're not alone. We're always busy in some way or another. Call us, ask us if you've got a story you want or anything you need. We're there. And the laugh talk, we really live it because everyone closes off and goes to a shell. It's not the right way for your children, it's not the right way for the country. So let's start a new reign of looking forward to tourism, right? That's what we all want, is tourism. Thank you for listening to me. Sorry about the question. It is important that we start to look for tourism. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Julia. And now the next question will be from Adam.
Huwag mo lahat eh. Baka question na rin namin.
Oo, isa-isa lang.
Isa-isa lang. Oo.
Off the top of my head, off the top of my head, we're so excited for the forthcoming Miss World pageant. I know it hasn't been announced yet, but since you're now here, Julia, where is the next edition taking place? Can you reveal a little something about it if you're not yet allowed?
I would do anything to tell you, but until you, what is it? Until the fat lady sings, you should say it. It's just an expression. But I haven't sung yet, so you must bear with me. All I can tell you is that we'll be coming to you in Manila.
Geographically. Since the queen is from Thailand, is it possible?
It's always possible to come here, and I would like, seriously, if we're able to, let's have a good plan. And maybe, who knows, what's your tourism? Is your tourist office ready for work? Yes, of course it is. This silence will. You've got to have two things. You've got to have the will to want it. You've got to have the money to afford it. Most of all, we need you guys, because you can do it. We can all do it together, and I'd love to come to the Philippines. It's been like a second home to me, as you know, for many years, and it's special. So stay special. Don't look down. Look up, because there's so much there to
judging, but if you are, what qualities are you looking for in the next winner? And how can you relate those qualities to your best friend right beside you? You seem to click with one another.
Who am I to judge? Honestly, as a Miss World said, I'm not a judge. I won't be picking out who's going to be the next representative of Miss World Philippines, but I hope that she will be the one who carries your flags highly with so much proud and pride in her heart, because I think that's the most important quality that you should have as a representative in order to really show people what's so special about the Philippines, what's so special about the people of the Philippines, and why the world should look at the Philippines like she did at Miss World. So, and also another important thing is to be a woman with purpose. I believe that all of the girls that are going on stage tomorrow, they all have a purpose in their own lives. Many would have one, or many would have more than one, but they would have to stay true to that purpose and to like push their way through it, because it's very important as Miss World is about beauty with purpose. What about you?
I think this is one of the hardest questions that I have to answer right now, because I get so emotional every time I'm playing that. I am relinquishing my crown and I'm crowning the next Miss World Philippines. But just to add to what our Miss World said, of course, it's all about, representing the Philippines country well, and that you carry here in our country and when you compete for Miss World. But I bonded with the girls this few weeks, and I think past 2 months, and I've seen how hard they worked. They worked so hard to get the crown, and I could say that they're all equally deserving as Miss World Philippines. But maybe we'll just look forward to someone who's the most genuine and sincere in everything that she does. And I feel like all of them has that. It's just a matter of destiny tomorrow. And I know we're all excited to meet the next Miss World. So yeah, thank you so much for supporting our candidates as well. And I would like also to thank the Miss World organization for flying here, Miss our reigning Miss World, and the rest of the Miss World organization. Thank you so much for being here. Just being here with your presence gives us hope. And I know that you know that, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Inasin na.
Hello, I'm Arvin Adina from the Philippine Daily Choir. Welcome back to the Philippines, to all of you. I have a question for Ms. Opal. What does it mean to you being the first ever Miss World from Thailand?
I actually first thought that when I was first crowned, I would have to say that I still haven't actually realized how big it is, and that sinked in until I would say almost a month my election. But to answer it, in a bubbly, funny way, my first thought was, oh, even if I'm gonna have like gray hair in the next 70, 80 years, people would still remember me as Miss World. So that's like a fun and cute thought that came into my mind. But also at the same time, it's such a great honor, because going back home, we always talk about the coming. It was so special, and it made me realize how important it is being a little happiness for my people, because that has always been one of the reasons why I want to accomplish this goal, this mission, on this journey, because I know that we have a lot of pageant fans, we have a lot of children watching, not only enjoying, but wanting to be like us, and give the moment of, Thailand has been announced. It's be a little happiness in someone's daily life, or it could be a very, very big happiness for them and be a reason that they want to go forward in life. So it's such a great honor.
Thank you very much. The next question for the both of you, Krishna and Opal. So many things are happening in the world right now: wars, famine, environmental degradations, and other concerns and challenges. What significance or relevance do pageants still have in a world that currently experiences those things?
You know, the first thing that came to my mind is that the question, every time I see the Miss World organization, the question that they ask us is, what can we do to help? And I think that is the essence of the Miss World beauty purpose, is that to amplify solutions and actions, to combat social issues that we're facing. And I'm just really grateful that for the past, I think, 73, 74 years, the Miss World organization has been working so hard to contribute something to the world, and I'm just really grateful to be a part of that. And you know, I hope that in the next few years, they always come back here and will do more and more great things that's beneficial to our community as well.
For me, because Krishna talked about what Miss World always asks contestants, takes me back to when I was sitting in a lounge at Hong Kong airport. I was sitting on a small table with Mrs. Morley. I remember I was wearing a white shirt and a jeans. I was so excited to go home at homecoming. And one question she asked me was, what do you want to do to change the world? What do you want to do to fix your country? What do you want to do to help people around the world? And that's the importance of pageantry. We don't only speak for people that has a small voice, but we are also one of those that would stand up and do something, and pageantry gave us that opportunity. If without pageantry, most of us would be just, you know, an ordinary person, would also have a small voice. But now we're here because pageantry gave us opportunity to speak for not only ourselves, but for our people. And once we speak up, and once we get things done, and 1, 2, 3 go, we take classes and we go to other things that has to be, and that's the importance of pageantry.
Thank you very much, and let's join the show tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon to each and every one of you. I'm Ethan Concepcion from Manila Standard. This World Organization does a lot of community works. Your dedication in helping poor people and needy children actually amazing. But as training this world, being Opal, do you have plans or programs to raise awareness about animal cruelty, which is actually rampant nowadays, not only in our country, as what shows, but in other parts of the world?
I think, okay, this also takes me to another thing that Mrs. Morley always tells me, because I remember so many things that she says. But she told me that animals are like children, and children are like animals, and how we take care of the children, we also should take care of animals like that. And I know that animal cruelty is something that a lot of people don't talk about. Even me myself, I'm considered a global citizen, but I would love to hear more and have more awareness even for myself about animal cruelty, but as because we see them as children and they cannot speak like us. They're not able to express words like us. Therefore, I see that us as a speak up, it's also very important that we look into this and assist where we can. Thank you.
Follow-up question. As training this world, you give, let's say, an example of a heartfelt or most touching experience dealing with a needy community, be it with poor family or a needy child.
Which community, sorry?
What's this? what's this, your most unforgettable experience while you're dealing with the community, especially with poor people or needy children? Do you have an unforgettable experience so far as the reign in this world?
One, I have so many, but one unforgettable moment was we're in Hyderabad during our Miss World Festival. They visited so many places with children with special needs or unfortunate children that they don't have as many chances in life as us. And to me, it's unforgettable because it's one of the first times where I really get to, they touch my heart, and it's where I've realized how talented and how much potential these children have. And what's more important than that is that they don't let the circumstances in their lives dictate who they are or how far they go. And I believe that if other people get to experience what I have experienced, they will have more passion and they will have more will to give these kids more chances in life, because it's so special and it feels so inspiring how you see them and you ask them what they want to be in life, and the answers are just spectacular and their potential is just beyond what they are right now. So I hope the best for children, and it's one of the strength for me to do the best for them, and also in other parts of the world besides India.
Thanks so much for those, and kudos for those doing all that. And thank you so much.
Hello, Tristan from KBP International. Welcome back, Mrs. Morley, and welcome back, Opal. My question is for both Miss Morley and Opal. The crown of Miss World has been in existence since 1971, and it's the stones and the precious stones that are there are mostly blue colored and things like that. But anyway, Mrs. Julia Morley's birthstone for October is opal. How does it feel having a real opal wearing the crown of Miss World?
That's the first time that question's ever been asked. I haven't got an answer. They just let me down. I don't, it makes me cry every night that I'm not going. Are you serious?
Yes. Opal is the birthstone, the traditional birthstone for those who are born in October.
Well, I don't think my own
But you have a big opal there
has
now.
anything to do with that own. It's a crazy question, but I love your crazy question. I haven't got an answer.
And Opal, how do you feel that you being your name is Opal and yet that's the birthstone of Miss Julia Morley?
I think it's a destiny, but I'm not sure if it's a destiny that Jem likes, because now she has to put up with me all the time. But it's a cute fact. Thank you for telling us and for asking us this question, because I didn't know the traditional birthstone of October, but I'm glad that there is another link between us, and maybe from now on I will tell her this fact every single day. Thank you.
Being an opal and being the precious stone, if you're going to add to that crown an opal, what will it stand for?
Well, opal is a stone of hope and love. But if I could add another meaning to it, if you were going to add it to the crown, I would love to add a meaning that is really behind my parents' name, Opal. I think if some of you guys are pageant fans, you might have heard it before, but the reason why they named me Opal, because they thought Opal is a stone that could reflect light in themselves, and they thought it's something in the middle between diamond and a rock. And the reason being because they wanted me to have a heart as strong as a diamond. Wherever I go, whatever I do in life, if also be able to do that. The reason behind it. So if the opal is added to this crown, then I would love the next Miss World to always remember to be as humble as a stone and to have a heart as strong as a diamond.
We value that, sir. And my last question is, of course, for Mr. Arnold Megafria and Miss Opal and Miss Krishna. How does it feel that you're sitting in front of us and we're together with an awardee of as a commander of the British Empire, our Miss Julia Morley? And to Mrs. Julia Morley, how does it feel that you're one of the last one that were awarded by Elizabeth before she died, but you received your honors during King Charles' time? So, yes.
Okay.
How does it feel sitting beside her?
I'm so proud and I'm so honored to be seated with a woman that's known all over the world, not just being a philanthropist, but of course being honored by the Queen and the King and all over United Kingdom. It's not only within the United Kingdom, it's all over the world. She's always being honored, and even us, we gave her an honor when the first time she came to the Philippines. And it is my pleasure that Philippines, I have to say that she's my favorite country that she's always visiting. She's always with us, almost every year, and she's always helping a lot of charities in our country. And they were just, like, yes, a while ago they were just into Life Foundation, and they keep on visiting and helping our foundation. And let's give Mrs. Mori a round of applause.
Well, I think when Mrs. Morley, the first time I met you was, I think closely, was during after the Miss World Philippines 2024. And I remember I was really shivering at that time. My knees were like unstable because I'm like, okay, I'm meeting Mrs. Morley. So at that time, of course, I was really scared and afraid. But she was holding my hand and she was like, when you go to the competition, don't be scared because all of us treat each other as family. And when I went in India, I really felt that. And that's also maybe one thing that I appreciate about her is that someone like her can communicate with you, within you. And that's really one thing that I also carry every day after the competition. It's like the most important thing that we can ever have is the human connection. And Mrs. Morley made me realize that. That's why I really hold it in my heart and in my mind that every time I go to places, I really extend an effort to know maybe a little something about other people. That's the most important thing that we can do in this world. It's all about knowing that and making others feel is making them happy or bring something memorable to them. So yeah, I feel very honored and happy to be sitting with women like them because they're an inspiration not only to me but to the whole world.
I also feel honored. I feel happy to be here sitting in front of you guys. Looking forward to a special night tomorrow, and I feel grateful for you all being here because it gives the light to not only tomorrow's event, but also what we have done so far and what we will be doing in the future. And that includes also shining light to the Philippines. I see that it is a beautiful country. It's one of Jem's favorites. She always tells me about Philippines, and I just hope that us being here today and us coming back in the future would let people around the world see more people's sides of Philippines and would make them want to come visit. And also at the same time, it's an honor because I get to learn so much from both Mrs. Murli and Krishna. And I know that even though in a few months or half a year or more that the high reigns ends and I pass on my crown just like Krishna will tomorrow, but what I've learned being with them today would still stick to me and it would be what I carry on forever, just like Krishna said. So it's such a beautiful moment and it's such a great honor. Thank you so much for being here.
More question here.
Hi, Julian. I'm asking these questions on behalf of our friends from ABS-CBN, one of our top networks, who unfortunately couldn't join us tonight. So these questions are for you and for Opal. Let's start with, what are you looking for in the next Miss World? In the next Miss World?
Contest for the woman. That's the big one.
Winner, the winner.
Successful. Okay. Everyone's world is different. If you've got children at home and you look at them, you can't see they're all the same. That would be terrible, you know that. Each person has their own identity, the ability to feel, think, and wish other things. All you have to do is look forward to working with a new personality, a new feeling. Everyone has different moods, and you hope together you'll be able to find a happy medium. And so far, she's terrible. She's lovely. We just thought, when we get on together, when they want to open, when they're interested in others, and if you're a reasonable person, then I rate time in this role, because the greatest thing about it is this: every person, every young woman who comes in has the ability to lead to the rest of the world for the rest of their life. What it is, it's not who wins, it's that they're all winners, because if they use the content in the right way, they now can communicate across the world. Our greatest goals is to have the freedom to communicate, because that will give you ideas, that will spin off make friends. It will also give you opportunities to work for other things. So always look around, and even if you like one or more, especially at first, remember to talk to the other street. We've got 135, 140 countries this year. It's going to be big, big, big. But each one matters. And if they're smart like me, I say, go and get to know everybody. There's Asia, there's Africa, there's Europe, there's all these people, nice. Get yourself a trip to every country in the world. Know the world as you are. Treat it and treat others like you want to be treated. It's incredible. You'll find they've got, the website is going mad. I should try not, because after a while I can't bear one. But it's great to let the English shows. I don't want to work through and do the same thing. Get people to communicate, not for policies, not I don't believe in it. It's social. Because socially you've got friends, you can get married, your kids can grow up together. And the best thing about the world is the communication. So that is, for me, the most important thing for everyone, is the freedom to communicate. And I think we got that.
Thank you, Julia. And we can see all of that in your reigning queen
I
right
can
now.
see you, they're still as handsome.
Yeah, Anne.
Well, like John said, everyone has your own character. Everyone has your own identity. This is also one thing that I've been trying to speak up about in the pageant industry, because I feel like everyone comes together to achieve the same dream, but we all have our own unique identity. That is something that we bring it off for other people to see. But besides that, I would say the feeling of wanting to explore, wanting to learn, and wanting to accept new things, including adaptation. Because once they become Miss World, they will travel a lot. They will visit many places around the world. They will be exposed with many cultures, many religions, many beliefs. And it wouldn't be most fun if they are open to everything that's coming in life. Thank you.
Thank you. Follow-up question on Julia again. Have you seen the new batch of candidates, Miss World Philippines 2026? And what can you say about it?
No, not yet. I'm looking forward to seeing them, or I think I'm seeing them tomorrow. Yeah, I'm seeing them tomorrow. Have you got favorites?
Yes.
Okay.
Tell me.
Our favorites are there.
That sounds nice.
What have you?
Your typical life.
All right.
Hi, good evening. Hi, Opal and Miss Juliet. Welcome back to the Philippines. So, Christian from the proud Philippines. I stayed in Thailand last year for 3 months. I even attended one of your events, Opal, honoring a Thai artist. Yes. So, how do you encourage young Filipino women who are watching us right now to continue putting a spotlight on beauty with a purpose in the middle of busier days that we have right now in today's generation?
You can't tell people what to do. You can inspire them. And I think forgive me, I'm not trying to be smart, but I get a feeling when I'm here that you need inspiration. I'm sorry, you always inspire me, you always make me welcome. But I feel, maybe it's the rain, but I feel we're lacking our inspirations. What's happened to the Philippines? I don't think that's really I need to put up, because I went to see Father Rocky today, and all the children there, they're all hopeful, joyful, and they're all excited. Excited about the future. We don't know what the future is yet, but I hope we're going to do as best we can to make their future beautiful. The only way I think we can do it is to look up. That may sound strange. When we all hear something that's down, when we all start to read it, that's when we are down. If we look at the world and say, well, why are we down? Marvelous. We've got a good health, we've got a chance to go, and it's like those things. We can't have everything right all the time. You can make it right. You can make it right by looking up. Most people decide, oh, it's terrible today, so everyone believes it. It's not the truth. We can make it great. And we love to come in and bring in the all of this world and say, we've been dating for a few days and had a few fundraisers. But let's look to that and let's look up. And everyone looks a bit down on me, I don't know why. Maybe laughing and joking, but not too serious, and it's not good. Not good for the old newspapers either. So, let's see what we can do to make Philippines. Oh, are we really so like a American slogan? So I won't. But I love you here. I love you guys. I think it's fun. And I think we should really love into our lives and come with it. We're looking down too much at the moment. I feel that when I feel it. It's lovely to see you, and thank you for your question.
It's hard to say because people see you as someone who is inspiration. But what I've learned on this journey is that only the ones that are inspired will take the inspiration. You can't put the inspiration onto someone. Or if you're being inspired, it's not because you put your own story on them and tell them that, let me inspire you. But so far I've learned that it's just me living my life my best, trying to be the best example to the younger generation, to the children. And in the end, it depends on what aspects they see of my life that is useful and inspiring to their life. But in the end, beauty is nothing without purpose. And it's not just for us beauty queens, but because Miss World made me found my purpose in life, and that is linked to advocating for breast cancer. I can only try my best to lead by example and wish that everyone who looks up at me would find a way that they could also find their purpose in life and stick to it because life is nothing without purpose. Thank you.
Hi, Opal. I'm Bob from Society. I was fortunate enough to witness your crowning in India last time. So, looking back at your reign, what do you like most about being Miss World?
Like I answered the previous question, that being Miss World and being on this journey made me famous in life. And it linked to so many things. It linked to me being able to find a reason to be alive. Me being able to find a reason to wake up to tomorrow. It's one of the moments that I could never forget in this life when I was back home in Thailand visiting the breast cancer patients in one of the foundations that I work with. And I'm not sure why all of a sudden I thought, if one day I feel like I have nowhere to go in life, I should come to this place, because being here, I feel like this is my purpose and this is my value in life. So that I'm most grateful of for my Miss World journey is that it made me found my value in life, which I will keep forever. And I will try my best to, like I said, make the most out of it and be an example for people also be able to find their values in life.
Thank you. To Miss Morley, what do you like most about working with Opal?
I like her. She's honest. She's straightforward and she's caring, and there's no side effects. She's a real person. She's human. She's fun. And I never must say to you when I see her, she will be spoiled. But no, you know, we really love, we all respect. The greatest love is the greatest respect, as far as I'm concerned. She has her time, she has her entitled to her time, and we just all stay together. When she has another job after this world, she'll know she's there for us. If we need her, she's there. And it's like the rest of this world of previously. We're always there to help us. It's an experience in going on. Going this way. Complete love. Sensation. There are people from regions that are thousands and thousands of beautiful type people, all the guys and the girls were crowds. They made crowds like spreads. And we're all so happy for them. And I think one of the things that you can feel about Thailand was how happy and welcoming that Thailand was. They were so proud of that. We'll never forget the most incredible welcome that any I've ever seen. You should see it for that. It's phenomenal, you know. I thought before they were dropping the bridges, packed along the roads, moms, dads, every person was so. We had open cars and they were excited. We were all safe. We didn't even need police guards. Everybody was cheerful. Everybody celebrated together. And that's what we need to do. That's what's missing in the Philippines at the moment. We need to celebrate. If we haven't got anything, let's make something. Because we need to be lovely tonight. You're too serious. It worries me because you usually feel fun. So, you know, let's make it fun. Let's make it happen.
Hello, sir. Early Chronology. What should the pageant fans, Miss Julia Opal, expect in tomorrow's coronation night? Is there any pasabog for?
Oh, what will you expect tomorrow? Of course, number one is our candidates. Our candidates, they're all so good. We have candidates are all faces, and it's the first time that all of the candidates are fresh faces, and first time in in joining the national competition. And most of them are from the province, different provinces. And I was also lucky that a lot of candidates from Mindanao. And of course, from the Pasabog area was the portion of the beauty with the purpose. I don't want to spoil the portion of the beauty with the purpose, but the whole segment is about the beauty with the purpose. The local and the international winners will be showcased in that portion. And the most important, of course, the presence of Mrs. Morley and Opal and all the top executives of this world organization.
Good luck, sir.
Hello, good evening, guys. My question is for you, the lady here. Hi, how are you, the beautiful lady? So I just want to ask your project or Beauty with the Purpose project or the charity partnered with our Miss World organization.
Thank you so much for your question. I was a little boring. Finally, you have one question to me. I'm into this Beauty with Purpose project. I'm from Hyderabad, India, and Mrs. Morley joined me with this Beauty with Purpose project. I was like very eager to join this Beauty with project. They are doing amazing work around the world, across the world. They are doing so many works. Today we went to I forgot that foundation, the Roy Foundation. So we went there. So many kids. They are so talented. So they were so bright. They are singing and they are dancing. We like them a lot. So these kind of works they are doing across the world. So I am very to be part of Beauty with Purpose project. Thank you, Julia Molle and Opal Krishna. They are also, I have seen their Beauty with projects in India. When they visit India, at that time I have seen all their projects. Mr. Opal, she fought with breast cancer and she is so inspiring. So we are looking forward to inspire you people and inspire many more. They have to come, they have to show their talent to the world, so that I think by giving all your blessings, the people who are wanted to come from low level to high level, they'll definitely come and they'll show their talent to the world, so that their self-esteem will be improved and their I think so. I'm not at all a public speaker, but I wish poverty should not be there in any country, and poverty should be eradicated in all over the country. And we have to all together. We have to put our hands all together to eradicate all the problems in all over the country. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. For Opal, if there's still something you want before your reign ends, what would it be? Ultimate goal before your reign ends, what would it be?
When I first stepped into the world of beauty with a purpose, my goal, very important goal, was to make Opal's return as big as possible, because it's something that's very close to my heart, and I have experienced something close to breast cancer, but I have seen so many hopes and dreams that are taken away because of breast cancer. And even now, along the way through this project, even though my project has gone so much wider around the world, there are still times where I have to experience loss, and it's very heartbreaking because it's the loss of my friends. They are the strong women, but unfortunately, life happens. So my ultimate goal would be, if I could, I would like to provide breast screenings to women and especially teenage girls, and awareness around the world, as many as I could, because that's also one of the projects that I did on my birthday the other year. and it's something that really fills my heart. So I hope that it brings it even further beyond Thailand. And poverty is also one of the obstacles that made a lot of women around the world aren't able to get their breasts shed. So I fight, but I hope that with the help of this organization, with my fans and our partners around the world, I can complete my ultimate goal. I don't have a number in mind. I want to keep it open because I want the biggest number that I can before my readers. Thank you so much for the question.
I have a question for Julia again. Julia, we've always known beauty purpose to be all about charity, charitable and policies. How has it been evolving over the years? Like, do you think there will come a time when beauty with a purpose will advance the cause, of the national interest? Let's say, will it touch politics or something? Like, if something that's happening in the States, in Minneapolis, happens in London, would you take a stand?
Your question is a very curious one. Coming from you, I would expect it somehow. Beauty with purpose is in everybody. Beauty is necessarily a facial beauty. It's caring. And if you were where I sit now, the greatest thing is to be family, albeit poor but proud. I think that people have got to understand one thing. It's really not how big you are, it's how caring you are. And if you give people a chance, you'll find most people will be grateful for the company and grateful for the truth. But we're all the same, we're all different. I can't tell you how to live, I don't know. But if you've got the spirit in you to survive, you can't survive alone. You can try but you won't. What you have to do is look outside of yourself. And if you can do one thing, see somebody smile or see an animal helped. Because animals are people too. They're humans, and somebody asked me a question earlier. An animal is no different to a person. Now you may be sure of that, because a lot of people, unfortunately, don't see that. But when you hurt an animal, you're hurting a child, you're hurting society. When you hurt an old person by leaving them alone, you're hurting society. We can all do better. Sometimes we ignore things, turn our heads. I can understand, I do too. Try where we can to be kind to each other. It sounds very silly to say, but it's a fact. We don't give a chance, we want to say bad things because it sounds good, or because we need to go stronger. But life has got hope. We are okay. But there's so much down, even in the Philippines, what's happening to you? There's time to look up and time to say, we are worth it, we want to build our tourism. We want all of us to build tourism. And just because head office or some place you believe is bad news, it doesn't got to be. We can have a little good news each, and if we all have something within our family, within ourselves, that's good news. That's a start. But when we all look together and think, it's all down, and no one has the chance to say why. It doesn't have to be. However small, if you make it worthwhile, it can be better. Philippines, what's happened to you? You're all down. You're not usually like this. And I feel it with you. And I don't know why. It can get better. What you need is something that pulls you together. Today, Father Rocky's children are all hopeful. They don't have other people to help them. They're all making it work. And I think Philippines can make it work if they want to. And I hope that they have the same real hope as they always for me. So I can't tell you how to be, but I can only tell you, I feel there's a gloom here.
last May. And we're really proud of Krishna for making it all the way to top 8. So I just want to ask, what are the qualities that you saw in Krishna that propelled her all the way to top 8? No, Krishna, we're very up until today, we're very proud of Krishna for making it all the way to top 8 and even crowned as Miss World on the Queen of Asia. So I wonder, because top 8 is a huge achievement for us, so I wonder, what did you see in Krishna that made you choose her as Continental Queen of Asia?
That's a silly question, because I didn't judge. But she worked with us so well. You know, you should be so proud of her. When all the, I call the girls, forgive me, no disrespect, when all the girls got together, they were bloody marvelous. They all laughed, they all talked together. They're not whimpering women, they're real strong women. They're all proud of each other. And you know, I bet you both would tell you, any one of the girls they met outside of here, they're buddies, they're friends. And we've got that special thing that most people haven't got. And it's the best communication. To me, the most important thing you can give anyone, boy or girl, man or woman, is the right to communicate. If you've got good communication, you've got the world. Remember that. Don't turn away and listen when people talk to you. And always try to communicate. We've got this world website. None of you send me an email. Not one of you. That's nice, isn't it? Thank you very much. You didn't say anything. You haven't said, hi George, when are you coming over? No. You don't talk to us until we get here. Why not? You are the biggest defenders of me. Because you never send anything to me to send back to you. And it's the truth, and I feel that you let me down. Let me down, because you could have sent me text, could have emailed me, I would always answer you. So please do so. Any questions we'll answer. Any good community, why don't we have a weekly chat together?
Wow.
I actually you can have questions with Asia, Africa, and we could do a community where you can all ask questions with the Asian people or the Africans. You can do it through our World Wide Web. There's so many things you could do. Instead of sitting back here, lazy, not doing anything, for people. You're communicating with all of us. Why not? Let's have a competition. Online, we can do it. It's just that we sit in boxes and we think about looking at expanding our footprint. This world is the greatest, the biggest world website. And none of you ever email us. You can email us so we can answer you. You can be with us every day if you want. So, think about it. You're not simple. You're not simple. But we love you to be. We want you to talk to us. We want you to communicate. And this way we can have love together, or we can have a chat to your newspaper. Why don't we do it? Anyway, I don't want to tell you that too much. I do love you and I do want you to talk to us.
So Julia, it's not about having the best V-Walk or winning the most number of fast lap events. It's really about having the right set of communication skills.
You've only got to email us. I'm asking you, when have you emailed me? Not once. So you sit there and you don't do anything. You wait till we get here and then you have nothing to say. You can at least argue online, you can fight online, you can fight online. But you can't use your ability. So please, put someone email this world.com, please. Next week. Any answer you want. But let's keep live interviews, seriously. Live interviews together. We can do anything together. But we're too lazy.
Tito, hindi naman natin ano. May universal pa rin.
at first, if you can talk about so many times, what do you promise?
We call the office and tell them to be prepared for thousands of emails coming in from the Philippines.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes!
Before we end the conference tonight, I just really to ask you this question. And then to answer Mrs. Morley, yes, starting from now, we'll ask you questions on the line. Because we miss you, we want you to be here when we ask the question. But then, this is my last question, and I think this goes along with the interest of all my colleagues here tonight. At the moment, when you're already on the top 8, the two of you, it's going to be announced who will be representing Asia on the top 4. Just be honest. What were you feeling and your thoughts, Opal, when you were holding hands with Krishna at home? And then one name has to be called to the top 4. And we're face to face with Krishna. So what were your mental journey, that moment, that few seconds of that? So that is the last question.
Do you really want to know the answer?
Yes. Because Thailand and the Philippines is now pageantry friends for has evolved into a different kind of friendship. But at that moment, top 8, you're Krishna, and then of course we're rooting for Krishna to get in the top 4, right? So what were your...
I told her that I think you know what I'm going to say. And I did say my thoughts out loud on stage. When we were holding hands, bro, your hand's so wet. Because she has the strands and her hands were like wet, and we were so nervous, and we were like shaking, like you're shaking and I'm shaking, and your hand's wet, and my hand's wet, but your hand's wetter. I was like, your hand was so wet. But yes, it was so nervous, but honestly, on the other hand, the thoughts, because we were quite close during the competition, and we talked a lot about our journey and about our support and a lot of things. And holding her hands on stage honestly makes me feel like if one of us got there, it's the pride for both of us, because we shared so many things together. We shared so much laughter. We shared, Krishna, tired. Krishna, I'm starving. Krishna, I don't know what I want to do anymore. We shared so many moments together, and it's embedded in both of us. And I know that I trust her. I trust her in taking the pride of Asia. So, yeah, but honestly, the biggest loss is like your hands are so wet. Do you have something to say for yourself?
I was about like, let me embarrass myself. But it's true, I was sweating because I was so nervous, but that's just me. But inside me, I was like at ease at that time, because at the first few days of the competition, of course it's a competition. In Asia, we're very big in pageantry. There's so much pressure if you carry, Philippines or Thailand, because we're big on pageantry. But spending a month with the Miss World candidate organization and Opal, it just made me feel like this is a new phase in my life outside competition. It's a month of learning about people, about culture, about different backgrounds, and I'm really grateful for that. And when we were holding hands on that stage, one thing that came into my mind is we get to finally show Thai and Filipino people that we're united. We should fight, because sometimes pageant fans get a little much because we're in the competitive mode. But seeing us together there, standing together, I hoped that it gave a sense of unity in Filipino people. That at the end of the day, it's a competition. It's all about gathering together and making this world a better place, as we always say.
That closes our press.
Thank pageant media friends. So thank you so much. Before we let you go and before we have a photo, we'd like to hear your last word, last message to everyone. Maybe you can invite them as well for tomorrow's coronation.
Well, first, thank you so much for being here today, spending the night with us. I hope that we answered your questions well. But tomorrow is one of the biggest nights in the Philippines, and there's so much to look forward to. There's so much inspiration and hope that you get to watch. And it's a joy to see you all there and celebrate with you all. So I hope that we do our best effort to spread the news that tomorrow at 7 p.m. in Mall of Asia Arena, the next Miss World Philippines. And thank you so much to all the pageant medias for unwavering support to all the Filipino queens and every time we get visitors here in the Philippines. So we'll see you all tomorrow and I hope that you'll enjoy the show.
For me, first, I just want to leave behind that because we talked about the moment that we hold hands together on stage, and it's really clear that it unites Filipino and Thai pageant fans. So I just wanted to say that the Thai people are proud only for me, but also for Krishna, and we love her so much, and we just wanted to let you guys know that we are also a big fan, and we wish her all the best in life, whatever she's doing in the future, whatever waits ahead of her life. And I hope that tonight is going to be another night where you are at your happiest. Bittersweet moment, but I hope that she will receive so much love, and I hope she'll get to speak her heart out, because I know that there's a lot you wanted to tell your people, and I hope all of you enjoy tomorrow. We're very excited to see who is going to be representing Philippines at the Miss World 2026, and I will be with her also along her journey at the host country, so don't worry, I'll be there. But I wish her all the best, and thank you so much for your support, not only for Miss World Philippines, Miss World, but to my country, Thailand as well. And I hope that a lot of Thai people will come to travel to Philippines and see the beauty of your country like I did, and I also would love all of you guys to come and visit my country as well. Thank you, and see you next time.
Thank you. So before we hear from this morning, we'd like to hear from also from Mrs. Dennis.
I have no words to say, but I just want to say something about you people. You journalists are really talented. So I have, from the beginning, I am seeing you are so curious, so informative. You have some thoughts to share all the information to the people. It is so nice actually. Your efforts are very appreciated. So, and you are very patient also. So thank you so much for having us, and thanks for the questions. They are so nice, and you people are like fearless. Journalists should be fearless people. Then only they can ask freely. They can ask freely questions to the opposite persons. Then only can give the real information, good information to people. Thank you so much for you all. Thank you, and I'm eagerly waiting for tomorrow's event. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I would like to hear from Mrs. Morley.
Guys, it's great to have this opportunity to chat and meet together. Do remember, anyone who wants to go on the website, missworld.com, do speak to us. Anyone who wants to know anything, communicate with us. It's really something that you don't do enough. And I hope you can make ideas together. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And of course, Mr. Arnold Beccaria.
So the communication is open now. You heard it this morning, so you can contact her anytime through their website. Before anything else, I would like to thank everyone, all of you joining us tonight. And see you tomorrow. Our big day will be tomorrow at the Mall of Asia Arena at 7 p.m. And can I announce also that this is the first time that the Miss World organization will air a national pageant in their own platform. So, Miss World Philippines will be shown all over the world. That's why it is a big challenge for us to have a good production, to have a good presentation. So I expect it's going to be a very spectacular show tomorrow. And thank you so much to our guests, Mrs. Morley, of course, Ms. Opal, and the other members of the Miss World Organization who are always here and visiting us. And to all the people watching, please don't fail to watch tomorrow at the Mall of Asia Arena. And we are live in our streaming and of course in the Miss World Organization social media platform. So, and delayed telecast for television. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You guys heard it. We'll see you tomorrow, February 3 for the Coronation Night of Israel, Philippines. See you at the SM Mall of Asia. At this point, we'd like to ask our guests to please have a photo opportunity, please, to have our official photo. So kindly ready your cameras. So we have our guests and of course our reigning Miss World, Miss Opal.
Compress, please.
Get closer.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, closer, please. Alright. Okay, sir, back off news. Back off news.
And as you guys are taking photos of our guests, we'd also like to thank our friends once again from
Perfect.
Magazine.
Okay, Thai news. Bangkok Post here.
Alright, so much. Thank you to our guests and once again sincere thanks to all our media friends for joining us today and always updating pageant fans with the latest news. Okay, we hope you all will continue to update and support the Miss World Philippines organization and Miss World organization. May we request Miss Krishna and Miss Opal alone to have a photo together, please? So much indulge us with your beauty, with your presence this evening.
Krishna. Si preference mo. Go kuya, ikaw muna. Krishna. Here.
Tiny.
Okay. Bangkok Post. Bulgar.
BBC News UK.
Okay, abante Bangkok. See you all tomorrow at the SM Mall of Asia Arena for Miss World Philippines 2026 Coronation Night.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, Opal. Krishna.
Wow.
Okay, here. Okay. Bulgar. For Bangkok.
Sure na yung good. Grabe international. Krishna, welcome again to the Philippines.
Solo daw, solo.